My stocks went up $20,000 on the day that Jerome Powell of the Federal Reserve paused the federal interest rate. And I've made $120,000 in the last month. The bull is running proud. The bull is running strong. It has a long ways to go, based mostly on artificial intelligence stocks, AI. I've been buying a boatload of them. What are they? Hang on. I am Dr. Stephen Fox. These are my personally selected stocks. This is not financial advice, as I do not know your personal situation. The heart and soul of this rally is Nvidia. Nvidia is the engine of artificial intelligence. I bought 100 shares at about 385 or so, and then it kept going up, and I felt like I was buying Tesla back in the day. Okay, I can see this stock is going to just go ginormous off the Richter scale, and it approached 400, and I said, I'm going to buy another 100 shares. And on the day that Powell announced the pause, it's at 430 about. Unbelievable. When you're selling chips for $10,000 to $30,000 a piece and you have minimal competition, the only competition really is AMD, and I probably should buy AMD, but I'm watching it and seeing which way I'm going to go with it. As you look at the chart on Nvidia, the orange line is the 20-day moving average. The blue line is the 50-day moving average. I put the Bollinger Bands around it. That's where the price should lie, within 95% probability. And it's looking very bullish. I think it has a ways to go, although it's hard to believe it can go this far, this fast. It's above $1 trillion market cap. It's joined the big boy club. I think it's sort of a necessity to own it, at least in my mind it is. Looking at the chart of AMD, the Bollinger Bands in this case refer to AMD, and it's above, of course, the 20-day and 50-day moving averages. But I put Nvidia on the screen as well so you could see how they've done in comparison. And Nvidia's done about 52%, AMD's done about 33%. It's not quite as good, but we need AMD. Microsoft and Google and the giants, they need AMD. Otherwise, Nvidia is going to have a total monopoly. Nvidia is telling people, Jensen Huang, the CEO, is telling people, the more money you spend on my chips, the more money you save. And it's so true so far. But I think the large mega caps will benefit from AMD giving Nvidia credible competition, because it'll lower the prices they have to pay for these astounding chips in artificial intelligence. And then I bought 2,000 shares of Intel, symbol INTC. This is an old friend of mine. I've made lots of money off of Intel, and a group of day traders convinced me that it was worth doing. It's been kind of down for a while, and now it's showing signs of life. This isn't usually a stock that I invest in, a turnaround story, but I'm doing it in this case just because I know the stock so well. Looking at the chart, it's just been incredible. It's gone from around $25 a month ago to now almost $43. I bought more Broadcom, and it's been very profitable. Since a month ago, it's gone from about $686 to $886. So, wow. This is a basic structure of the internet stock that also makes artificial intelligence chips. So I'm going to be keeping this a long while and just keep my 200 shares for a good long while. I bought 2,000 shares of TQQQ, which is a triple leverage fund on the QQQ, the 100 largest companies on the NASDAQ. So you have all the giants in there, the giant technology companies. And that's done very well. And I've also done TeCl, which is the technology companies of the Russell 1000. So these include more smaller companies. And looking at the chart, you can see that they've done similarly awesome. TQQQ has done about 45% in the last month, and TeCl has made about 39%. And they're running parallel, and it's so good that the smaller companies are starting to perform as well. I want this market to broaden out, and as you will see in the future, that I'm starting to buy some more what I will call regular stocks, because I expect the technology stocks to pull the other stocks up. And for all the bears out there, and I was a bear last year when it was appropriate, when the market was generally crashing, yeah, you could make money then. But it's kind of addictive. I will say it, there's nothing like making money when the market is crashing. Man, you're a genius, You're doing the impossible, which it's very select circumstances that you can do that generally. Unless you know something specific or are very well versed in a particular stock and know how it moves and have followed it, and you got some kind of trend in that particular sector, it's a poor gamble usually. It's not a poor gamble when the market's crashing. I advocate doing it when the market's crashing, and I use inverse funds, which are the easiest way to do it. But it's very addictive, and I think there's bears that have gotten trapped into this. They're waiting for the crash. Okay, I got something to tell you. We've had the worst health problem in 100 years. We've had a once in 100-year health problem, followed by war in Europe, which has not happened since World War II. If a crash was going to happen, don't you think it would have already happened? The last time this happened was during World War I, okay? And we had a big health problem and war in Europe. And you know what happened after that? We had the Roaring 20. We had a roaring bull market. Now, history doesn't ever repeat itself exactly, but it tends to rhyme, as Mark Twain said. And I think if we're listening to the rhyming, we're looking at this bull market, and we're going with technology, and we're going with the revolution, and we're going to make lots of money. Thank you for listening and watching. That's all I have for today. I will try to follow this up. I'm going to alternate. I'm planning to do a full-scale review of my portfolio, which will be a longer video, and then I will do a shorter video like this one where I tell you simply what I'm buying. Thanks for listening and watching. Good luck to us all.